Unit 1-4, the layers of the Earth. So we're starting to get into a little more detail about the Earth and how it's set up. And there are different layers within the Earth. So we need to talk about some of the properties of the Earth. First, the Earth is part of a system, and that system is called the solar system. So we are one planet with a sun, and there are 8 planets in our solar system. In our solar system, there's gravitational attraction between everything. There's gravitational attraction between you and your papers, you and your pencil. It's just that there are 2 characteristics that keep you from being able to have your pencil kind of jump up into your hand. So in space, that gravitational attraction is based upon the mass of the object and also the distance between the 2 objects. So the larger the mass, so obviously the sun and the Earth have a greater gravitational attraction between the Earth and the pencil than you and the pencil. And it also has to refer to the distance between those 2 objects. So the Earth is part of this dynamic system. It's also part of the solar system, as we said earlier, but the Earth itself has a dynamic system. It has an internal and an external heat engine. Engine is not necessarily, it's not referring to like a car engine or something that's going on. So the internal engine is the radioactive decay of the material that's remaining from the original formation of the Earth. So the Earth was formed, and as it was formed, there was radioactive material inside the Earth, and that heat that's still being produced or left over is the internal heat that helps to drive convection currents within the Earth that we'll talk about when we talk about plate tectonics. And the external heat engine is the big yellow ball in the sky, or known as our sun. So the Earth has 3 distinct layers. So not all land layers. The land layers are divided itself. But first we have our atmosphere. It's a protective layer. It's the air that we breathe, and it does protect us from harmful UV radiation also. So the atmosphere is their air layer. A for atmosphere, A for air. Hydrosphere. We should all know what the prefix hydro stands for. That is the water layer. Or you could think of the H for H2O. And then there's the lithosphere. L for lithosphere, and then L for land. The lithosphere is the top, the land, the crust of the Earth. So each layer has its own special, or you could say unique, or some other synonym of that, characteristics. The atmosphere, we talked a little bit about those characteristics. The hydrosphere has some unique characteristics. The lithosphere has its own unique characteristics. So 2 quick little images. We can see here that we have the atmosphere being our air up here. We have the hydrosphere being the water. We have the lithosphere being the land. Now there is also the biosphere, which is the biological material, but that's not something we're really going to focus on. We will mention it because the biosphere in this particular picture, though, does show an interaction between the living organisms and the air, water, and the lithosphere.